Starting. Okay, now starts.
Okay, beautiful. All right. Well, we're back. Back.
We're back.
More talking of the Walking
It's the
Dead.
talking of talking dead.
Exactly. So, yeah, we're at episode 2. I was really trying to still get off that high that we got from episode 1. That was great.
That's right. Well, last time we were trying to talk about the ending of the last episode.
Yes.
Morgan.
Right.
Oh, please, no, I said it.
Yes. Well, yeah. Morgan. As you mentioned before, I totally missed that last clip because the copy that I had, it didn't necessarily show me that last little bit. So
I showed you. I can't wait to show you today. So. That's why I showed you right after our podcast last week.
Yeah, exactly. Well, just in case I forgot, but yeah, there'd be no way I'd forget just because it was irritating me right after we finished up our podcast. I'm like, who? What? Oh, God.
He was totally following them. He's going to see them.
Yeah. Now, do you think he was actually following them, or he just happens to be going to Terminus on kind of the same path as Rick?
I think he was trying to go to Terminus, probably.
Okay. Yeah.
There's no way for him. Oh, wait, no, because he doesn't know Glenn, does he?
No.
Or Maggie, Glenn or Maggie.
Not really.
He probably didn't know.
Yeah.
Because the only way for him to know is to see the sign that Glenn wrote for Maggie. No, right. Maggie wrote for Glenn.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. So. I don't think he saw them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know what that sign is, like the circle with the cross.
Is there? I know. Well, not to jump ahead, but we see that kind of towards the end of the episode, or the beginnings of that marking. So, I don't necessarily know what the significance of that might be, but again, we'll save that for the end. We'll get into our little theories later on, but let's start at the very beginning. I mean, we had our team of bandits. They're walking away from a now burning Terminus.
Yes.
And you have Rick, who was very kind of apologetic towards Caroline. Carol. He was just saying, sorry for letting you go, and now we instead have to follow you. Well, you had us, and that was a nice little,
Yeah. He acted pretty nice in this episode.
Yeah.
And also he forgave Tara, and Tara gave him a fist bump.
Yes,
that was so cute.
He's like, hey, wait up, hold up, fist bump, bro, fist bump. That means we're solid, we're tight. But actually, one thing I want to ask. With Rick, of course, asking Carol if he can join her, do you think Carol might potentially be the next leader? I mean, if something, heaven forbid, something happens to Rick later on down the road, do you think Carol...
He was asking her to join him?
He was asking to join her because he pretty much sent her out to survive on her own, and of course she's doing well. And then, so Rick, of course, asked her, do you mind if our troop follows you because you clearly are more capable than me in this world than I am? So,
that's what happened.
Yeah. So it got me thinking. I'm just like, you know what? I wonder if Carol, if she might be taking the mantle of leader. I mean, she's ruthless enough. She's very, as I said last week, she's very Rambo enough. I don't see why not.
Yeah. Oh, man, I totally missed that. Maybe I saw it, but I didn't really pay attention. I don't know. But that's really cool. Yeah, but, like, she come back, and she's really strong, and she's, like, remember the time that when she first started how to shoot, and he almost killed Rick?
Yeah.
Like, right beside his leg?
Yeah.
I'm pretty happy. What do you think at the beginning? There's a slow-mo walk, like those badass slow-mo walk.
I'm glad you brought that up because I thought maybe it might lead into something else because they kind of kept cutting back to that montage, that little slow-mo montage. But I think it's just kind of It's just kind of an artistic license. It actually really didn't mean anything at all. It was just a moment.
It's so cheesy.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It was just a moment for all the characters to reflect. I mean, Rick reflected on Carol, or sorry, Rick reflected with Carol, and Tyrese, as we still see, he still has a grudge. He still has an open eye with Carol because he was going on saying how he told all, or he didn't tell everyone, but just everyone knows what she did back at the prison, killing everyone. So, so Tyrese, he very much has his eye open. He's keeping an eye on her.
Yeah, but I need to talk about him later.
Yeah.
There's something I wanted to say about him later.
Oh my gosh. Well, I don't think he really does that much later on in the episode, so you could probably bring that up now. What theories?
No, I'm gonna save until the end.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll get into Tyrese's sister, Sasha. Sasha and Bob, they clearly have a relationship going, and you know, Bob is being all smooth. He's kind of like me, being a bit of a player, just like, hey, baby, sure it's getting hot. It's making that skin all nice.
Stop it.
I'm just like, yeah, way to go, Bob, way to go.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Well, hey, there isn't too many single ladies left in that camp. I mean,
well, he's pretty much the only one that's kind of happy.
Yeah. But I think he's definitely settled all the internal demons he had, or so we think. He finally found a bit of peace in this group, and him and Sasha are hitting it off, as I said before. So so it starts to be a happy ending for Bob. But again, I'm jumping way ahead. We'll get into that.
I know.
So
okay.
I think that's pretty much it for the beginning of how everyone's kind of getting along now. Now, of course, the group, they encounter Gabriel, the priest, right?
Well, I have something else I want to talk about Michonne.
Yeah.
We know she lost her sword.
Yes, we definitely.
Yeah. At the end, towards the end, she was saying that she actually doesn't miss it.
Yeah. Well,
I miss it.
I miss it. I think the fans miss it. Do you think they maybe wrote that in just so that the fans can, if Michonne is cool with it, we should be cool with it? Like, that's kind of why they wrote that in there.
No, I'm not cool with it.
I'm not cool
I think she's gonna get her sword back.
Well, maybe she might get another sword, but the one that she adores and that we've all come to love too, I think that sadly is gone. But well.
But last thing before the beginning, before the opening, is Rick. He still got Carol's watch.
Yes.
Like, that was kind of weird because didn't they steal the kid's watch when Rick was capped? Remember, they stole the kid's watch.
Yeah. Yeah. No. I really don't know. I don't think it's
because
really...
because he still has her watch, but why didn't they take it from him?
Well, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I never really went to think about that so much. It just kind of went over not really over my head, but it just kind of went past me. I wasn't really thinking about that, but whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
But she doesn't want it. So I think this episode is about not wanting to remember the past.
Yes.
Same thing to Michonne too.
Yes, definitely. Everyone exactly is kind of getting this clean slate. They're moving forward. They're moving ahead, and it's good. It's good for the group. A fresh start, getting ready for what's out there, and But anyways, so, I guess going on to Gabriel, their first little encounter there.
Yeah.
Now
I knew something's wrong with him.
Something has to be wrong with him. It's what everyone is thinking and even saying. I've been reading some things online. I mean, how can you be out there in this zombie apocalypse? It's easily been about 2 years now since it's begun. And he has had no other encounters with zombies. He doesn't know how to take them down. It's very, very suspicious. So when Rick, took him down and was frisking him, I completely sided with him. How could you survive for this long and not know how to take down a walker or
That's right.
Yeah.
And he threw up.
Yeah.
That's intense.
Yeah. Exactly. That too. It's really his first time, with with a walker encounter.
Right.
So.
So I don't know if he's actually a good guy. Well, for now, I think that he is the good guy, and I think he probably has something to do with the people who took Beth.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the car took Beth that has a cross on it.
Yeah.
And it's church, right?
Yeah.
So, but he probably doesn't want it to be a part of him. And yeah, if he actually had friends before, he had to have friends.
Yeah.
And where are they right now?
Exactly. I mean, if he was cooped up inside that church, I'm jumping a little bit ahead, but we later kind of learn in the episode that there were claw marks clearly on the church, and people had inscribed on it, "You'll burn in hell for this." So you're really led to the idea that there was some treachery involved. There's a theory that maybe either he had locked up the church and prevented other people from coming in, or possibly he was using his leader in the community to either send out people, collect people and send them out, and he just would get perishable foods in exchange. Again, this is a theory that I'm just throwing out there, but there is something peculiar about him being alive for this long, and the fact again that he has never really encountered a walker before is pretty frightening.
I have a guess. Maybe he is the only good guy of his old group, and he tried to be a good guy now, and later on he's gonna try to save Rick group, just because he wants to be a good guy.
Yeah,
probably.
Yeah. Well, exactly. I mean,
I like how what's his name? Carl is trying to say that he's a good guy and he trusts him, and Carl is all trying to save someone. He keeps Rick humble, and he keeps him to not be evil. I think Carl is the only reason why Rick haven't become the governor yet.
That's a great point, Joyce. Really, Carl and Judith really kind of keep Rick's humanity kind of in check, because it is very easy for Rick, as we've seen multiple times, to go onto that dark end of just kind of a killing spree of just pure survival, and out that sense of family and humanity, he can just lose it. So definitely Carl. That little speech that they had at the church.
It's so weird.
Listen, Carl.
Weird. It's so Carl. Weird just watching that part for him talking to Carl like that, because Carl looks like a teenager, 15, 16 or something. I don't know. He looked really old, and he still talked to him like he's a 10-year-old boy.
Well,
which is kind of funny. And Carl was just yes, Dad.
Yes, Dad.
I'll listen to you.
Yes, Dad. I know. No, Dad. No, I think probably the biggest problem is the fact that the actor himself is getting a little bit too big for his britches. His old expression. He's just getting too big, and he's not quite a fully teen mentally, I suppose. Rick does what he always does. He's being a dad. He can only not really talk down to his son, but he can only advise him the best way that he knows how. I mean, when I have, my kid gets a little bit older, no matter how old she is, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be talking to her in that same sort of tone up until she's married and has kids, and I'll consider her an equal, quote unquote.
Equal.
Yeah.
But don't you think that Carl, at the end, he had a speech with his dad, and I think that's a good thing. I think that he actually has his own thought now.
Yeah.
He's not a little kid anymore.
Oh yeah. Exactly.
And Rick sees him, and Rick was kind of smiling. It's that's my kid.
Yeah. Exactly. He's like, wow, Carl, you grew up quite a bit, Carl. Yeah. Hopefully. Well, again, Rick's advice to him: you're not safe. Carl obviously took this to heart, but in a way, he's also reminding Rick, hey, we're good people and we should look after good people. We're strong enough to look after them. So it's again, it goes to show that he's growing a lot. So I like that.
Yeah.
Now of course the good old walkers, the slime wet walkers.
Man, that's so gross.
Yeah.
It looks like there's poop floating on the water. That's what I felt like. I was like, oh, it looks like it smells bad.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, I was reading some. First off, these guys did a bang-up job. I'm always impressed with the next guys on that. They always got that.
I feel so bad for the actors, actresses. They have to actually be in there.
Yeah, exactly. They got to be in these horrible wetsuits, just layered in latex, and then you have to get into like a vat of water there as well, man.
Yeah, like poop water.
Get in there.
I hope it's not real water.
Don't you? You want to be a TV star, don't you? Yes! Get in that water. Get in.
And these walker people, they don't even get to see their real face.
No. They only get to watch the aftermath. And you know what? A real kind of tragic thing is the fact that they got cut out from the actual editing room. They're like, yeah, we don't need that zombie. Cut him. Wait, that's my scene. Don't cut it.
Yeah, I know they do that. They do that to some of the walker people.
Yeah, they do that.
They actually don't show it.
Yeah. Hey, it's the world of acting. What can you do?
Yeah, but, just the animation world.
Yeah, exactly. Single tear. We all know that feeling, right? Now, I'm just trying to think.
Yeah?
Yeah, no, go ahead.
I think Bob, I think he got bit.
Yeah, during that whole ordeal. Do you think he because later on when he kind of goes off on his own, just kind of crying a bit, I don't know, was it him upset, the fact, it opens two questions. Was he upset the fact that he was bit and he may be turning into a walker, so the life that he had hoped to have with Sasha is gone? Or was he upset to the fact that he's finally with a good group and he doesn't deserve to be in a good group because he let people before him die to survive?
I would say the first one.
Yeah, you really think he got that? I mean,
it's a simple, like a simple thought.
Right.
If it's simple.
Right. Good point. I mean, when that wet walker, I guess that's what we'll call them, the wet walkers. Yeah. When it attacked him, it kind of looked like he got bit. There was definitely a scream, but I almost had to go back in slow motion and kind of play it. But it ultimately doesn't matter if he was bit or not, because of course it leads us to. Well, are we almost jumping to the end?
Well, no, I still have something to talk about.
Yeah, I know. I feel terrible because I keep
because when he was walking towards that area, I saw there's bubbles underneath the water, on top of the water and that area, and I feel like there's walkers still hiding under the water at that time.
Yep.
And when he walked there, I was like, oh no. And then, bam, Walker pops out, and I think he bit his right leg because when he was walking, by himself behind the church, he was limping a little bit on his right leg.
Ooh.
I saw that.
All right. I almost have to watch that again to double check, but yeah.
Yeah, and are we going to the end?
It's so hard because there are just some great points, but I'm just trying to think if we can still kind of build up to that momentum or build up to that grand finale. Now, I guess we could get into Daryl and Carol.
Right, they have a really good relationship right now.
Yeah, they seem to kind of mend things up, and do you think Carol still has demons that she's dealing with because she's very much?
I think she's trying to forget.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think she doesn't really seem like dramatic like Rick is.
Right.
So maybe she does have some kind of demon, but I think she's trying to forget about it. She tried to come back. But I think if the same thing happens, she's still going to do whatever she did before to protect the group.
That's a good point. She has a very calm, cool head.
Yeah.
And really, when it comes to her, even as we saw going to Terminus and offing the children, she just gets it done, and there doesn't be any sort of maleficence behind it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And she was like, she saw a car and she wants the car to be backup, just like in case anything happens.
Yeah.
Like she just prepares. But the thing is though, like one point that it was at night, she was fixing the car by herself. Like she always does things like that.
Yeah.
Like she did that before at the prison. She was outside. Like at that time she was getting really upset, but she was outside prison by herself, like almost getting killed by Walker. Yeah. And the same thing like this time, but she didn't get killed this time, obviously. Yeah. But I think she's like a loner kind of. Yeah, she likes to get the dirty work done.
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
Well, she definitely always is planning ahead, as you pointed out, and just with her kind of getting the battery in the car there, she doesn't trust Gabriel, I think, a little bit less than Rick. Yeah. And she just knows that at a moment's notice, either a group will come back, or because it is so odd that Gabriel is there by himself, and Carol isn't taking any chances like Rick. Rick, of course, he's getting supplies and things like that. He kind of wants a breather, but Carol is not having it because she knows she's a survivor. She'll, as I keep reiterating, she'll do whatever it takes, and she'll plan to survive. That's what makes her great and my favorite character.
Yeah. Now.
Now,
when I saw there's a part when she was with Daryl. Daryl was handing out her I think they're water buckets. Yeah. And he just threw it to her, and she didn't pick it up.
No.
And it was just funny. It was weird. It's like they just kind of make a joke.
Right.
Made a joke over there.
Well, I think he was just kind of getting tired. It was just kind of a demonstration of, I'm getting so... Do you want me to help you there, Carol?
I wonder if it was a script. I wonder if he did it on purpose or if just an accident.
No, I
was like, he threw it and the water split out a little bit. I'm like, no, water.
I think he probably might have done that by accident. He's getting kind of tired. Everyone's getting tired. So, why not?
I think same funny thing that happened was Glenn just came out of this house and he tripped. Mm-hmm. But then he said Maggie and Tara asked him if it was a walker, and he said yes, but it wasn't. Mm-hmm. Remember that part?
Yes. Yeah,
and he said, I tripped, but he didn't. I feel like I finally got a little Glenn back. Because he used to be really happy and like fun all the time, and he always make jokes, and he always say, "Oh, I don't want to do this," that kind of attitude. But I think he finally like lightened up a little bit, which I miss. Because he's all like angry all the time, and like when he talks, he almost like have to growl a little bit. So I don't know. I don't really like him now. Yeah, but that makes me feel like, I like him a little bit more. So,
yeah.
But at the church, I think, like at the end, there's this speech.
That I think Abraham gives.
Yeah. I think it was a nice speech. Yeah. And the part that Rick was holding the baby and talking to the baby.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's so cute.
Abraham has a number of great things, and he points out exactly what the group needs, which is some sort of place of refuge, because they're constantly surviving, they're constantly running from one camp to another. Though we ultimately don't know what is going to be at Washington. I mean, There's
No.
been no kind of contact with anything, and this is very much just kind of just a hope, really, that maybe they might find something, or maybe there'll be that place for a reset. Do you think they're gonna make it? What are your feelings on Washington? Like, do you think it's in the
Well,
same state as everything else? Because the same was promised at that function, or that sanction from episode 1, or sorry, from season 1, when they went to that zombie Fallout.
yeah,
Zombie set.
I have a mixed feeling about it because if they go there and if nothing gets fixed, it's just gonna be repetitive as the
Yeah.
first season.
Yep.
But if something gets fixed, if they fix something, it means that The Walking Dead is gonna end.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Well, again, AMC signed on for a 6th season, so there's a good chance that they're gonna keep this show going for quite some time. So unless they'll spend the next
Sixth
3
season.
seasons, what's that?
Sixth season? They said sixth season?
Yeah.
Oh,
They signed up
sweet.
for that. That was like a big announcement. They're like, season 6 is coming up. Get ready for it. So
Sixth season of the movie. Sixth
yeah,
season of
6
the movie.
seasons of the movie. Do it. Oh, that would be good. Well, maybe a
Yeah.
little off topic, but how do you feel about a Walking Dead movie? Do you think the public would want that?
I would love it.
Yeah.
Especially if they make it if they make the special effect even better than TV.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, they're doing a great job for the TV.
Yeah, it's like a movie.
Yeah.
Every single episode, it's like watching a movie.
Yeah, indeed. Well,
Every single detail second is just so like precise.
yeah.
And you don't want to miss a second when you watch.
You don't want to miss a second of that, sister. So come
Yeah.
on in.
Yeah, because like a lot of TV shows, you can listen to it and work at the same time, but when you watch The Walking Dead, you can't. You have to stare at it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Well,
because something just a look, the emotion for like a second can mean something.
yeah.
So it's
Everything
pretty
everything
intense.
is very important. I mean, I guess we'll get to the great ending now.
Yeah.
Yeah, the episode there.
So
So it turns
there's
out
I
our Terminus.
I need to talk about Tyrese now.
Okay, all right, yes.
So you remember last episode I was
Yes.
saying that he didn't kill the kid,
Yes.
and he didn't.
I know. We all saw that coming. And what did I say? Didn't I tell you? Because I told you, girl.
Oh, you told me?
Yeah, or maybe you told me. But it was going to bite him in the ass. Unfortunately, Tyrese. And, he was there, of course, collecting Bob. I mean, of course, with them knocking out Bob and carrying him over to the camp,
Mm-hmm.
it was very evident that they were following them from the very beginning of the episode.
Right.
And,
At the beginning of right before the opening scene,
Yeah.
Daryl felt someone's watching them.
Yeah,
I think it's them.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I actually didn't quite know who it was going to be. I didn't think that we'd be seeing our Terminus people as quickly as we did, but, he's back. They're back, and they're back for
Yeah.
blood and flesh.
Yeah. And did you notice that they were eating Bob's left leg
Yes.
because his right leg is infected? That's
Are
what
you?
I'm thinking.
That's the theory you're gonna go with?
Yeah, yes, that's my theory.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know
And
what?
did you?
I'm gonna take your word for that, Joyce, because you're pretty good at kind of picking up these little nuances. Yes. I mean, you already called this Tyrese thing because I was just like, oh yeah, he's dead, whatever. But yet,
It's so weird. Nobody was talking about it online either. Nobody
Yeah.
was saying that he didn't kill him.
you know why I took Joyce? Because you got it. You got it right there, girl. You got it right there. And I'm glad that we're having these powwows so that next week when I watch the episode, I'll be like, hey, guess what? Did you know that Bob got bit in his right leg? Yeah, I knew that.
his right
me.
leg.
I figured it out.
And you're right.
No help from
And
Joy.
there's another thing he was saying, like the guy was eating him, and he said, "Oh, you tasted better than I thought." I think it's because they've never had zombie meat, walker meat. And he's technically infected with walker body, right?
Ooh, right.
So he's like half walker. That's why he tastes better. Maybe they can find a new meat to eat now.
That solidifies your theory even more. But
Yeah.
I don't know about that. I'm gonna go with the assumption that he wasn't bit. But I actually have another theory. Do you notice they kind of had a real rapport, Bob? And did we even get the name of that guy, of the Terminus leader? Because I can't.
I think he probably said it at the beginning.
Okay, unfortunately I can't remember. But the way how he was talking to Bob, it seemed like they had a real relationship even before Terminus. I have a slight theory. Do you think that maybe he was part of the first group that Bob was with?
Oh, really? They actually said something like that?
No, they didn't say it, but just the way how he was as I mentioned, his rapport with Bob, the way how they were talking, he was just saying, Bob, it's funny that we...
Right, they know him.
Yeah, they know him, and I think it's not from when they captured him with Rick and the rest of the group. I think it happened beforehand. I think that Bob was part of his group way before.
That's a good theory. Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Maybe. But again, we may or may not know. They haven't killed Bob, so maybe they're so maybe we might get that piece of information later on, or maybe it's just a theory that I have that that probably isn't true at all. But
Yeah, he probably. I mean, Walking Dead, they do all these kind of things. They just connect everything together.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, maybe. I have another theory why his flesh tastes better.
Why?
Because it's soaked in alcohol.
That's true. That's probably. Yeah, you know what? I guess that's the only thing to do it. I mean, have you ever had turkey based in whiskey and rum? Oh,
well, I've seen Epic Mealtime.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be good, right?
Yeah. Hey, there we go. I'll let you know at the next apocalypse, and I start eating some alcoholics. I'll be like, George,
eat some alcoholic.
You gotta taste this alcoholic. He tastes delicious. So much better than that vegetarian we've been eating, or that gluten-free guy.
Vegetarian walkers have to taste really bad.
They probably
taste really bad.
There's you need some meat in there, some oils, some essential amino acids that you can.
I wonder if they actually eat people. If they're vegetarian.
I don't know. Well, we definitely know that the Terminus group, that they're definite cannibals that really like the tangy, sweet taste of human meat.
Oh yeah. It looks like it's so delicious.
It actually looked pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. The way how he was chewing on that, I'm like, you know what?
It looks like the way how Daryl eats the snake jerky.
Yeah, exactly. Who are we to question these people? Who knows? Maybe there's a reason why they don't want to go back, because human meat is so damn good.
I think. Have you played the Walking Dead game?
No, I haven't.
Oh, should I say?
Go ahead. I certainly won't be playing the game. Is it are there points in the game that kind of coincide with the TV series?
Yeah, cannibalism.
Okay.
Right at the beginning, second episode, it's about cannibalism, and they actually, what they did was they feed the person morphines. So that they don't feel pain, and then they can eat the person little by little, so that they don't go bad or die.
Right.
And see, the way that they did with Bob, and the Bob was just like a clean bone cut, and he doesn't even feel pain.
Right.
So I feel like maybe they have some kind of morphine on them.
Possibly. I mean, again, we don't know the extent of Terminus, how badly it was burnt, and the thing is, do you think they escaped immediately, or they had time to kind of take down as many walkers and kind of get supplies and then go? But I don't know. We'll never quite know unless there's another awesome backflash in the future telling us.
Yeah, they probably have some kind of like tunnel, escape tunnel, and backups.
Yeah,
probably.
exactly. I mean, any sort of safe house, just like Rick and the jailhouse, they kind of had a plan B contingency plan to get out of there. So, who knows? Who knows what those guys had?
Yeah, and also like they say if you eat human flesh, you become crazy.
Yeah.
I think they're not gonna come back. I think they're crazy now.
Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see. Hey, by the way, just on a technical question, how's the jumping back and forth on the video between you and me? Have we been doing that, or kind of?
Yeah, we've been doing that.
Okay,
flashing back and forth all the time.
Excellent. So the question is for I guess next week's episode, the theories. Now we know that Daryl and Carol, did I say that right? I'm tripping.
Yes, Daryl and Carol.
Daryl and Carol. All right.
They all have really similar names.
They should not get married at all because of those damn names. I would never marry a woman named Bark or something
Mike.
like that. Yeah, exactly. Shark. Shark and Mark. Yeah.
Yeah, but see, like Daryl, Carol, Carl.
Yeah, Daryl, Carol, Carl.
And we have a guy, his name is Dale.
Yeah.
It messed me up so bad. But yeah, Daryl and Carol, they are chasing after Beth.
Yeah.
Now. So next episode we can probably get to see Beth.
Yeah. Well,
hopefully.
What do you think? Now, you saw kind of a sneak preview, so maybe I might ask, what do you think has happened to Beth?
Well, they actually showed something that's what she's doing.
Okay.
She's there. You can see her face, and she's talking to someone.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna throw out a theory that quite possibly might happen or not happen. Yeah. Going back to Gabriel the priest again, how he was able to survive. I really think he had been sending people over to that parish so that they can either, again, cannibalize on people or do something, and they would just give him back perishables or foods or something to survive on his own. I really think the two are tied in together so well. That's the only theory that I have.
Well, it seems like he didn't leave his group for a long time because he said a few months ago something.
Right.
So it means that he's only by himself for a few months.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe they have some kind of something somewhere else, and I don't know if they send him food though. Like, what is he trying to do at the beginning? What was he trying to do? Was he trying to get food?
I think he had ran out of food, but he obviously didn't want to go to the canned food bank because there were definitely walkers in there, and he's just too terrified to do it. But I find it odd that he would go through the woods instead of staying on the road. That's my question. Why?
Maybe he's hiding from people. From someone?
Ooh,
maybe?
Good point. Yeah, that's a good theory as well.
Yeah, but he loves squirrels. Like, Daryl loves squirrels. Daryl got so many squirrels.
Daryl has plenty of squirrels. Yeah. He that's why he's the best bowsman out there, constantly hunting. The best hunter.
I like Daryl and his squirrels.
Yeah.
And that guy, he was saying like, oh, maybe I'll just kill you all and then take all the squirrels.
And then Rick's like, and I love how Rick has that moment where he's just like, don't be joking with me, okay? Don't be joking with me, Gabriel, you understand? I don't mess around like that.
I tried to now laugh so you can show your face.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good old Rick. So we'll see. And I'm really concerned about our group. I think they'll be picked off one by our Terminus group, sadly enough. I don't know how many survivors are actually there, but I don't know.
Well, Bob is dead now, we know.
I don't think he's dead. As you said, I think they're gonna keep him alive as long as they can.
Yeah, I mean, like if he was in bed, he's lost a leg, and how do they keep him alive? They're gonna eat him. And there's like a group of people. They've been eating him, so
Right.
I feel like he's gonna be gone soon.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
But if he got bit by the walker, then he would still be alive for a little bit,
Yeah.
I think.
Well, yeah, but it takes a little while.
Yeah,
But,
it takes a little while.
so we'll see. We'll see if he comes back. But poor Bob. Poor Bob. If we have a glass right now, a toast to Bob.
Yeah.
Hopefully, he may survive somehow. I mean, Herschel got his leg cut off, right? Nice,
Yeah.
nice. Sadly
I'll
enough,
have toast.
I have my. One sec, hang on. I got my Star Wars cup of figurines there. There we go. To
Oh,
Bob.
good.
Cheers.
Bob.
And don't forget to watch Star Wars out in theaters in 2016. Yay! Or 2015.
Yay. I'm so interested. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. You need to start watching Star Wars, Joyce. But in any event, I think we pretty much got that for this episode. Let's just hope.
Tara told the truth to Maggie, and Maggie is okay with it.
Oh yes, yes. Oh, how could I forget that part? That was a
she
very
forgets
nice
him.
emotional scene. It really shows that she really has kind of no grudges per se, and she knows what's important, which is the people that are with you right now are the ones that care about you. Is really the only ones that you can. And
I'm glad that he told her. She told her.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Tara's a good girl. She's really sweet. She didn't even want to be with the governor in that whole scenario, and she just has this, this moral regret and.
Well, she was the one who standed up for the governor, though.
Yeah.
I think, because she liked him. But then,
did she like the governor? I don't quite recall.
No, she liked him, and she thought that he's cool, and like they were driving, and she said, I think she was asking him if you lied to me or something, and he said I didn't or something.
Right.
And she trusted him for sure.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have to.
She trusted him until that whole thing happened.
Yeah. And then she's like, no, these are regular people. We can't do this. So.
Yeah, even before that, the governor was giving them speech, saying like these people are murderers, or liars and thieves, and then he asked people who's in, and she said, I'm in.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Oh well. Oh well.
But yeah, and she's good. She's. Last time when she like didn't want to tell her the truth, or Glenn helped her to like cover her lie or whatever.
Oh right.
I felt bad. I felt like something needs to get sorted out.
Yeah.
And I'm glad they sorted it out, and Maggie took it pretty well. So.
Yeah. Well, she was saving face. I mean, if I was in the same boat, I certainly want to be associated with that group. I mean, the group that killed her father. I mean, you want to distance yourself from that as much as possible. But, really, this was kind of the best time to tell her, because everyone, they all feel like a family. They're all under one safe roof, one haven. I mean, now is the time to really mention that, because if you don't, it's just going to linger on, and finally, at one time when it does come out, Maggie might even take it a little bit more. Or maybe they're just drunk from drinking all that wine, so, Maggie's just like, Tara, woo, don't worry about it, girl.
And then later on, she woke up.
Come on. Yeah, bring that in, sister. Yep, that good old wine.
And next day, she was like, what did you do?
With the hangover. Oh, my God, what the hell? You killed my father, you witch. Bam, smack. Give me that empty wine bottle. Boom! Upside the head. See, that would be classy entertainment. I would have looked forward to that episode. So,
Anyways,
do we have any other points? I'm just trying to think. That's kind of it.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah. All right.
Anything else? Yeah.
Okay. Well.
That's it.
That's good. That's awesome. Thank you so much again for another awesome chat. So you can check out my channel. It's The Real MG at YouTube.
I would put the link right here.
Link will be down below somewhere.
You do a link right here, and then I'll do it.
There'll be a link right here.
Okay.
And go ahead, Joyce. Where can the beautiful people see you?
Okay, link right here.
Yeah, cool. HuzRedy.
I'm HuzRedy right here.
Yeah. Awesomeness.
And
all right.
This will be on SoundCloud.
Oh, sweet. And yes, the podcast, if you don't like looking at my ugly face or Joyce's beautiful face, you're going to toss this up on SoundCloud as well, so you could just focus on my beautiful voice. That's one thing that I do have that is still beautiful.
Okay.
All right. Well, you take it easy. I'll see you. We'll do this next week. Who knows what's in store for the future?
Yeah. And I'll see you next Monday.
All right. Take care, babes. Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.